Every time you come around, you know I can't say no. Every time the sun goes down, I let you take control. I can feel the paradise before my world implodes. And tonight had something wonderful. My bad habits lead to late nights sitting alone, conversations with a stranger. Good morning, McAvinnue's School. Mr. Domina here, handling the McAvinue morning announcements. Today is Wednesday, March 15th, 2023. Thank you once again for joining me for the Wednesday edition of McAvinnue's morning announcements. It happens to be the first day back after the snow day on Tuesday, so hopefully everything went well for you at home. You enjoyed your time off, had a little bit of fun along the way. At the Domina household, as you know, we had no school in Lowell. That meant that I was home, and in the town that we live in, most of you know my wife is a teacher at one of the schools, and they had no school as well. So the entire Domina household was home, and it was an interesting Tuesday to say the least. Did a little bit of work, watched a movie, played some games, made some mac and cheese, delicious, and then we ended with a little bit of shoveling. So needless to say, I am excited to be back here at McAvinue, and I will just leave it at that. But we're ready to start like we always do by coming together as one unified collective school, showing our ultimate sign of respect. You know it by reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. So let's stand up, turn your voice off, put your right hand over your heart, make sure to face the flag that's in your classroom or learning space, and we will begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Nice job, everyone. Going right into McAvinnue's yoga pose of the week, the Warrior 3 pose. Let's get to it. We're going to start in the standing mountain pose, which is our feet hip width apart and our hands down by our side. And just for the sake of the pose, I'm going to turn sideways. It's a little bit easier to see my movements. I'm going to keep my right leg on the floor and put my left leg behind me, just like the picture on the right-hand side. I'm going to finish off the pose by putting my hands and arms out in front of me. Remember, I'm going to find a focal point across the classroom. That is simply an object that you are going to stare at. It really helps you maintain your balance and body control. Take a deep breath in and release it. Deep breath in and release it. All right, and at this time, put your legs down on the floor, feet hip width apart, and hands down by your side. And that is the end of the Warrior 3 pose, because remember, we always end in a standing mountain pose, especially in the red poses. So the Warrior 3 pose, remember, really allows us to work on our balance and improve our core strength. Remember, our core strength is our chest, belly, and hip area. And when we do that, it allows our brain to be more focused, and we really work on our body control. So the Warrior 3 pose does a lot of different things. And so hopefully you were able to do it successfully, number one, and it really helped you be ready to have an amazing Wednesday. So remember, this is the last time that we're going to do it as a school. Friday, that's dance party. We pause yoga. But remember, you can choose to do the Warrior 3 pose as an individual student, and your teacher can do it as a group as well. That is your choice and your conversation to make with your classroom. So stay tuned for the Monday edition, brand new yoga pose. Warrior 3 pose. I like that one. All right, here we go. It is birthday time at McAvinue. One of my favorite birthday graphics right there. And remember, on the Tuesday edition of Morning Announcements, the Wednesday edition of Morning Announcements, we cover the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday birthdays. So let's get to it. So yesterday was Tuesday, March 14th. On the snow day, we had Arinda's birthday, in room 303, and the one and only Mrs. Lynch's birthday. That was yesterday. And remember, we have two Mrs. Lynch's here. We have Miss Lynch, who is the first grade teacher in room 201, and Mrs. Lynch is the teacher that works with first grade and works with third grade. And so that's the Mrs. Lynch that we're speaking about. I know it can be confusing when we have two here in the building, but those are the two birthdays that we had on Tuesday, March 14th. And on Wednesday, March 15th, we have 3 birthdays. We have Natasha's birthday in room 301, Jackson's birthday in room 304, and Tyra's birthday in room 203. And tomorrow is Thursday, March 16th. We have Vivian's birthday in room 212 PM edition of pre-K. So those are all the birthdays that we have over the last 3 days, starting on Tuesday and today and then tomorrow. So let's do our birthday celebration round of applause so we can launch these birthdays in full McAvinue style. As I get the sound effect up, here we go. All right. So happy birthday, everybody on the list, and stay tuned for the Friday edition where we cover the Friday and Saturday birthdays to wrap up our week. All right, McAvinnue's joke of the day. Let's get to it. Yes, it is a student joke, and I am going to not do the setup because the joke does not require one. It is a great joke. So what object is the king of the classroom? So what object is the king of the classroom? And this is a joke from a 4th grade student who wrote it down on a piece of paper. Thank you for following those directions. Do you have your guess, prediction, or suggestion locked in your mind? All right. I think everybody's ready to go. The answer is the ruler. So the object that's the king of the classroom is the ruler. Take a look at the graphic. There's a ruler that has a crown on and a cape. All right, so that's McAvinnue's joke of the day. Remember to share it with family and friends to get them to smirk, to get them to smile, and better yet, to get them to laugh. The whole reason why we do these is that we want to share them out with everybody so we can make your day, and then you share it with somebody else to make their day. That is a good one, and thank you for sharing it. On the Friday edition, you never know if it's going to be a student joke, Mr. Domina joke, or a faculty joke. You're just going to have to simply tune in and see. All right. Nice work, everyone. Some good news stories to share as usual. That's Jawan in room 208. He is the artist of the week. Take a look at that picture. And there was an artist that they were focusing on that had a certain technique that the artist utilized. And that's what the students are really trying to replicate or copy. And that's amazing. Again, that is worthy to be framed and hung up someplace in a museum or at someone's house for display. So nice job, Jawan. Artist of the week. We also have a musician of the week, and that's Joshua in room 208. Again, the good times happening in kindergarten class, in Miss Martineau and Miss Middleton's class. And so Joshua did the 3 things that are listed here on the slide. I'm going to read them. Joshua always comes in and goes right to his seat. I like that one. Joshua did a great job doing his dance activity. Amazing. Joshua did a great job playing the boom whackers. I love those. Playing a very hard rhythm. He concentrated and played it the way it's meant to be played. So awesome job, Joshua, recognized as McAvinnue's musician of the week. And we also have some recess collaboration fun in room 201. Take a look at what was built by the students in that class during recess time. That is simply amazing. I know Mrs. Patterson would be extremely proud. They're following the engineered design process. Amazing job, and really had to share that out. Very, very cool news to share indeed. All right. And I had to share this out because our friends in room 304 in Mrs. MC's class, they are doing their own March Madness tournament where students are competing against each other. And here is the bracket that is up to date. So they're getting into very close to the semifinal round, which is going to be a really great battle. So very cool. Really motivating their kids to jump on ST Math. Remember, we're doing our own school-wide ST Math March Madness where classes are competing against each other. But this is 304's own version where it's student against student. Had to share that out. Really cool. Speaking of ST Math, we do have some ST Math champs that we have to recognize. Tyler in room 302, grade 3 students, all the puzzles and journey objectives completed. Tyler will join the others on the 100%ers board, as well as Isla in room 302. Again, same classroom, completed all the grade 3 journey objectives and puzzles, and Isla will also be on the 100%ers board. And if you haven't noticed, those kids that are at 200% progress and 300% progress, Mrs. Belrose has been putting a little tag that's on top of the picture, noting that it's either 200% or 300%. So I know some students were asking if they could have a separate board, but this is a great way to keep you up on the 100%ers board, but give you some recognition if you've moved past that 100% journey. Just wanted to let everybody know. So when you stop by the office, you can check that out. So those are the good news stories that we have, but I do have one more piece of good news that I want to share out. So take a look at this graphic right here. So I always talk about the Washington school being the top school in percent progress overall in the city of Lowell, and they still are. And right now they're at 72.2%. But take a look at this graphic. McAvenue, 1% behind them at 71.2, exactly 1%, which means that we are right on the heels of the Washington school. And if we take over that percent progress increase, then we will be considered the top school, not only in percent progress, the top school in puzzles completed in the entire city of Lowell, which will be amazing. So now let's give this and all of the other good news stories that we shared our congratulations celebration round of applause. So here we go. All right, that is simply amazing news. And I do have one more. I think it's a Bitmoji for me that says, let's go. Let's go. There it is, Mr. Dominant in his basketball outfit with his headband on. So keep up the hard work, and hopefully we'll be able to pass the Washington school. And with our March Madness challenge that we have, then we should be able to do that. And this is just a quick reminder to continue to log in to ST Math. And remember, this round you are just competing against the classes that are in your grade level. I will do a share out on Monday. I might even do an update on Friday, but the official share out to see who moves on in the tournament will be on Monday. And we will have a bracket similar to what I showed for our friends in room 304 and Mrs. MC's class. It'll be a bracket similar to that that I will show on Monday. So that is your reminder. All you have to do is log in. And remember, this is not the group that has the highest percent progress. This is the group that will move forward that increases their percent progress the most starting on Monday. So you might be at 91%. That doesn't mean that you are going to be the class that moves forward. It's how far you move beyond 91% by the end of the week. That is the group that will move forward. All right. So it's not the one that has the highest percent progress. It's the highest increase starting on Monday. And this is the most up-to-date slide starting on Monday. So all you want to do is make sure that percent progress increase goes up. And if you have the highest increase from the number that's on the slide, you will advance in the tournament. So that's it for our ST Math March Madness reminder. All right, everyone, nice job. And we see that blank purple, teal, and it looks like tannish screen. You know it's time to talk about McAvinnue's core values. What's the first one, everyone? Awesome. It is respect. And the second one, let me hear it. Perfect. Responsibility. And that last one, safety. Awesome. So today, challenge very simple. It's going to be safety. So today, when we are moving around the building, I need kids to be moving in a manner that is going to be safe. And the way that we do that is that we simply walk throughout the building, right? When we're moving through the building, there should be no running or speed walking that's happening, especially when we're coming inside with our feet that are going to be wet. We want to make sure that we're walking at all times, right? I've noticed a few kids speed walking, especially when they're going back from the bathroom to get back to class quickly, which is great that you want to really get back to class as fast as possible. But remember, the safest way to do that is walking. So let's really focus on safety today and walking through the building, including on the stairs going up and down. Give me a double thumbs up if you think you can do that safety challenge for today. Boom, I like it. And remember, when we put respect, responsibility, and safety all together, we will continue to make McAvinnue the best school that we all know. Fist bump sign out time. Let's get it going. 1, 2, 3. So go get them today. Work hard today. Laugh today. Smile today. Remember your safety challenge today. Log on to ST Math. It's March Madness. You want to be that class that moves on with your from your grade level in the tournament. But remember, if you don't move on in the tournament, there's always those mystery recognition, reward, and prizes that were be provided, pardon me. So continue to work on ST Math, even if you're the group that doesn't move on when we make that announcement on Monday. So enjoy your Wednesday. We got to make up for lost time with our snow day yesterday. So work super hard and make sure that we get caught up on all the work and assignments that we need to do. And if we do that, we'll have an awesome Wednesday. So you'll catch up with me in all the usual places, which is everywhere. Go get them and have some fun. And I'll catch up with you soon. See ya.